So you want to become a UX designer and have no idea where to start. Well, in this video, I'm going to be giving you 6 different steps that you could take in order to become a UX designer in 2024. So let's dive right in. First things first, you need to learn the material. How do you do this? Well, you can do it for free with YouTube, or you can pay a little or a lot of money for a boot camp or a course. There are many pros and cons to both options. To name a few, if you want the free route, well, it's free, but it's unfortunate because you don't have the option to go to people for feedback or advice. Although you could replace that with LinkedIn or other online communities like Reddit. Another con is that you don't know what you don't know. And what I mean by that is that you might find a YouTube series that only covers 10% of design fundamentals, and then you may think that you're ready to tackle a full-on project. Instead, courses and boot camps have a curriculum that's intended to give you a strong foundation. But just keep in mind that these courses are very expensive, obviously, and not all of them are good. I will tell you though that one great thing about the boot camps is that they do offer one-on-one mentorships. But I also will say that you can get this completely for free on adplist.org. And I'll make sure to link everything in the description below, by the way. I would also recommend getting familiar with industry standard tools such as Figma, Adobe XD, and Sketch, maybe. Personally, I went the cheaper route and learned everything I needed to through Coursera and YouTube. Not too sure about Sketch as I am about the other two, but these are typically the most common programs among freelancers, designers, and organizations. It's also really important to take a look at other courses from different providers because one company may teach you one way of design thinking which may limit your creativity and your workflows. One of my recommendations for a good place to look for courses is Nielsen Norman Group. You could also read some books. In fact, one of the most recommended books for anyone starting within design is The Design of Everyday Things by Don Norman. Lastly, try to stay active in the community with LinkedIn and other online platforms because people really post some really useful resources out there. So try to get your eyes on them. Now it's time to go and get some hands-on experience. Something to think about before you start looking for projects is what type of company do you want to work for? The reason I say that is because employers want to see projects that are specific or related to them. So how do you do this? Well, for practice, you can go and explore online challenges or collaborate in online communities such as Behance or Dribbble. For real life experience, I do recommend volunteering for UX projects. So that does mean it's for free. You can do this by networking, cold emailing, asking a friend, or finding a nonprofit. Another area to look into for real life experience is hackathons. And hackathons are always happening. You can always find them online. And a good place to get a look is DevPost. And so that's really all I'll say about that. All of this will help you build a diverse portfolio. And I do have a ton of tips and tricks that you can use in order to make your portfolio stand out. But I do think it deserves its own video, so make sure you subscribe in order to see that video in the future. Step number 3 is to network. And to be honest, you should be doing this from the very beginning because before you decide to invest all your time and energy into this, you should probably talk to some designers and ask them what it's like to be one. A great way to connect with UX enthusiasts is through social media. So make sure you hop on LinkedIn, Reddit, Instagram, and join some online communities. There's also always some type of in-person or virtual meetup. These tend to occur near larger cities, so just keep that in mind. But if you have the opportunity to go meet people in person, I 1000% recommend it. Lastly, and everyone should be doing this, seek mentorship and feedback. You can do this through LinkedIn, but I would recommend going to adplist.org because it's so easy to find and book people. And it's not just random nobodies, which kind of sounds harsh, but you can go on there and talk to the design director of Reddit. It's crazy. Okay, so you have your experience, you built your portfolio, and now it's time for you to apply for some jobs, which in and of itself is a full-time job. My advice here would be to tailor your portfolio and resume to the job/industry that you want to go into. Also, use AI to tweak your cover letters and your resumes and look for entry-level internships and freelance positions. Only other thing I would recommend here is to make sure to document everything because say you get called up for an interview and you have no idea what the job description, the salary, or maybe even the company is about, then good luck getting to the final interview. Some resources that I used here was Simplify to apply for jobs quickly, and then I also documented everything on Google Spreadsheets. So you secured your first interview. Congratulations. So What now? Now it's time to research the company. Go to Glassdoor and Indeed to look at company reviews. Go to the company website and look at their values and their mission statement. Anything that you can, because all of this will come in handy during the interview. If you haven't already, you'll want to practice UX interview questions. Google actually has an amazing interview warm-up platform that you can use, and I'd also recommend searching online and using YouTube to practice interview questions. A big question that employers love to ask is, tell me about your design process. And my recommendation is to showcase your design thinking and not your design process. If you get through all the interviews and get hired, congratulations, you become a UX designer. The great thing about designers is that you have to continue to learn and grow, otherwise you'll fall behind. So continue to read, continue to take courses, and continue to participate in online communities, because this will only help you become a better designer. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like and comment down below. Subscribe if you want to see future videos, and I will see you in the next one.